straight on to the next. It's the Bike Sport News Superstock 600s, and yet again, Steve, another championship that really is up for grabs still at this stage of the season.
Yes, we see there the Scotsman Paul Wishart lining up on pole position, and next to him you'll see championship leader Nick Anderson. There's been so many riders in this class this year that have had a chance of winning this title, and we don't know which way it's going to go just yet. Tom Meehan, one of the early championship contenders, he's had a bit of a topsy-turvy season, and nice to see Sam Ludgate back on the front row as well.
Yep, didn't have such a good time at Cabell Park, did Sam, but seem to remember he's really good up at angle seats, and he likes Welsh Wales. Away they go. Tom Meehan there on that Dayglow machine on the front row. Perhaps bad start. I was going to say it wasn't the best of starts there, but I think he'd have liked to have got away in the lead. But he's looked very keen and absolutely on it this weekend at Pembrey.
Yeah, not a lot of points separate Nick Anderson and Paul Wishart, so Nick will be wanting to try and get himself another win here. Tommy Mountain, another rider that comes into this event fresh from success after a rain-hit Snetterton.
Yep, he's on the Cool Cow Yamaha, the yellow machine. Can't miss that one. At the front, Nick Anderson just at the moment with a slight advantage over Paul Wishart. Tom Meehan tucked in there in third place.
These bikes, of course, the stock 600s, a very similar format to the Metzeler National Superstock Series in VSB, and these guys are not short of the speed and pace of the guys at national level either. Lap records plenty have been going. Dan Miles, I believe, was the previous lap record holder here. Not sure if that's going, but look at the chasing pack there. It is Wishart that leads from Anderson, Meehan in third. That's Ludgate in fourth with Mountain in fifth, ahead of Dan Chappell, is it?
Yeah, Dan Chappell, that is indeed number 118 there. Just see underneath the rear of the fairing, and he's put in some excellent rides this year as well with this very competitive stuff now. And at the front, the great thing from Paul Wishart's point of view, because as we mentioned earlier, the young Scots rider Michael Robertson has been learning the circuit cycle border every inch of the way, day by day. Hasn't been to any of them before, and while the others are squabbling over second, third, etc., he's at the front just picking his lines and just 10th per 10th pulling away, Steve.
Yes, he's looking very, very good. The rider sponsored by MW1 Motorcycles, and he's pushing it really hard into every single corner. Second position, Nick Anderson, sponsored by NMA Flooring, and then it's GTE Hornsey's Tom Meehan in there with Sam Ludgate.
They do have fun down at the hairpin, really sort of almost backing it in there. Is Paul Wishart in the lead, and there Tommy Mountain, Dan Chappell just absolutely together in that chasing pack. Tommy Mountain at the moment can't find any clear space. He's certainly capable of running right at the front of this, but look, there he is. In the thick of it as they run behind the clubhouse.
Yes, Adam Robinson, number 17, up there, another rider who looked like he may well be in the championship fight this season. He's just behind Ross Ashman, who was a rider that we saw a bit of in the first season of Thundersport GB in the GP3 class. So nice to see Ross out there on the green Kawasaki.
Sam Ludgate still keeping up the pressure in fourth place. Look, there he is tucked in behind Tom Meehan. And although these three slightly down the road at the moment on Paul Wishart, they are just eking ahead of that chasing pack. That chasing pack, led by Tommy Mountain, has picked up several race wins since he joined the series. So, showing how well they're going. And at the moment, Steve, I think probably most impressive of all this bunch, funnily enough, is Nick Anderson. It is a difficult stage of the season. If you've been leading the championship for a good few rounds, this is when the nervous Nellies start to show, but he is riding really well in second place.
It is, yeah, especially when Paul Wishart, the man that's probably most likely to challenge him for the title, is up ahead of him. It would be ever so easy to try and make chase and go beyond your own limits, because I think he's just accepting the fact, you know what, I'm not as quick as Paul, but I am going to try and get 20 points and limit the damage that Paul Wishart can do.
Yes, it's a very important point, Steve. Riders just need to learn, don't they, that on this day, at this particular circuit, okay, he's got the best of me, and it is, as we keep saying, just so important to keep reminding ourselves, at this stage of the season, if you're at the top of a championship, a DNF is the last thing you need.
And let's not forget, of course, we have that dreaded moment at the end of the year where riders drop their worst round. So you might be chucking all of the bits of paper that we have written down up in the air, because who knows which ones they'll pick. Obviously, naturally, they will pick their worst round, but, well, some riders haven't actually had a bad round yet.
No, they're the ones, I suppose, that will suffer most in that equation. But at the moment, Paul Wishart, look at that. That's a great way of showing how much of an advantage he has. He has that gap, and there's this lovely battle going on behind him. Now the places, Nick Anderson, championship points leader, just trying to put a stretch on Tom Meehan and Sam Luggett there.
Yeah, Tom Meehan looking to try and keep up with Tommy Mountain in the hunt for third overall. Tommy Mountain maybe not quite as quick as we expected him to be here at Pembrey.
No, just doesn't seem to be, as we said, every dog has his day at every circuit, and it just doesn't seem to be quite settling for Tommy. It wasn't good in qualifying, and it's not, I'm sure, quite as he'd have wished in the race either.
It's worth remembering, though, Tommy might not have actually had that much experience here at Pembrey. I recall in the Aprilia Super Team Championship when he was gunning for the title a couple of years ago, he broke his wrist just before he attended this round, and that's Matthew Shelcock, who's gone down, Liam's brother.
Oh, Matt, yes. Oh, what a shame. Yes, he's legging it over there to the bike, but that is the end of that race. Oh, goodness me. And that says it all, doesn't it? That is the body language shot. Oh, misery for Matt, but up the front. Things just looking absolutely peachy for Paul Wishart at the moment. He's rattling off the laps. There's some great lap times as well. Last lap flag out there. Just got to keep that concentration and keep it mistake-free for about a mile.
He's just coming up to put a lap on Sam Thompson there. Sam, a former Super Team, but what a talent Paul Wishart has been this season. Not seen many of these circuits before. A little bit further back there, we saw a glimpse of Jody Chalk. There's Dan Chappell and Dylan Roberts just going through hatchets.
Yes, I think Jody Chalk, Jody Chalk having a good season. She's done the right thing, moved up to 600s, but she hasn't gone potty, pushing it too hard, trying to overreach herself. She's been learning as she goes, and she stays on board. It's just so important when they're at this learning stage to get the laps under the belt. There's the checker flag, and a superb win there for Paul Wishart. That really does restate his championship challenge. Yes, and he knows it too. He felt very comfortable there. Nick Anderson, as you say, in the end did the best. He finished in second place. Tom Meehan an excellent third. Then Sam Luggett in fourth. Ross Ashman fifth. Adam Robinson rounding out that top six. And there we have Paul Wishart, Nick Anderson and Tom Meehan.
Paul Wishart, winner of Bike Sport News Superstock 600.
I just tried to keep it steady and consistent laps all the way through, so just enjoyed it every minute of it, so brilliant.
You really like this circuit, obviously.
Oh, it's amazing. It's just, it suits my style, so it's just what we want.
Excellent win. Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank Carney's Auto Centre, MRR Garage Equipment, and my dad also as well, so, and all the help from everyone else.
Well done, Paul. Well done. Good win.